Shri Gurubhyo Morning, any doubts? In the morning lecture, any doubts are there?
You mentioned that how the wife does everything together with the husband, and she always gets his benefit. You know, she shares everything. But then you said there's one thing which has to be done individually, which is not shared, and that's moksha. So could you explain the concept of moksha? How will a wife attain moksha? Does she have to do the same effort as the husband, or could you explain that process?
See, what happens is, moksha, what is the meaning of moksha? Moksha means relief. Relief means arresting the cycle of birth and death. See, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Shankaracharya says, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuh, dhruvanjanma mritasya. Whoever is born is going to die, and whoever is died, unless he gets moksha, is going to have a rebirth. Okay, that has to be arrested. You have to put a full stop to that. For that, jnanam is required. There are three ways: bhakti, karma and jnana. Bhakti and karma would lead to jnanam. Jnana devata kaivalyam. Kaivalyam, sayujyam, salokyam, moksha, mukti. All these words are the same. What is happening? The Jivatma, due to the karmas, done or performed, will again get a birth. Once one gets jnanam, jnana agni dagdha karmani, Bhagavad Gita, everything is there. This jnanam would bury the karmas. Karmas, you have sanchita karma and prarabdha karma, and of course agami karma, whatever is going to come. Sanchita karma is the karma accumulated through so many incarnations, births. Okay, and a part of that sanchita karma would start giving the results in this birth, in this life. That is called prarabdha karma. Prarabdha is already started. That cannot be stopped. In prarabdha karma again, both comfort and worry will be there, following the punya and papa. Punyam untranslatable. Okay. Then, by Guru Shuśrūṣa, by the study of Vedānta, which we are going to discuss, one will get jnanam. So that jnanam would bury whatever sanchita karma, accumulated karma is there. Once karma is gone, there is no chance of getting any body, birth. Okay. So the Jivatma would get merged into Paramatma. No more life, no more birth or death. So according to Indian tradition, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, four goals are there. These are called purusharthas. Clearly mentioned in Shukla Yajurveda, all the other works. Dharma is associated with all the three. Artha, your earning and spending should be associated with dharma. Kama, marriage life, married life, etc. There you should not ignore your wife. Of course, vice versa. Okay. So, Kama Purushartha also should be associated with dharma only. Finally, moksha. This moksha, as you said, I said it is individual. For performing the Vedic rites, RITES, Vedic karmas, etc., there will be some procedure, some qualification, and so on and so forth. Having yajñopavetam, upanayanam, etc., sanskara and all that. Whereas for a sannyasi, I shall explain what sannyasa is. Who is a sannyasi? There is no caste, creed, or anything. Everybody, ladies or gents, everybody is eligible for attaining moksha. This is the Siddhanta. Siddhanta means theory. Siddhanta is one, ante siddhaha. At the end of discussion between both the parties, something is arrived at. That is called Siddhanta. Roughly theory, you may say. So when one wants to attain moksha, in Upanishads examples are there, a lot of discussion is there. Gargi, Maitreyi, they were discussing these things and all that. So briefly answering your question, ladies also should study the Vedas, Vedangas, etc. Then for those who cannot study, who do not have command upon Sanskritam and are not eligible or able to understand, go for Ramayanam, Mahabharatam, Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a part and parcel of Mahabharata. Okay? Through that, the gist of Upanishads is given in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a book that is useful for even common people to understand the profound meaning of Upanishads, because it is not so easy to understand Upanishads. There are hardly any people who can teach and interpret Upanishads. So, ladies also should try themselves for moksha, performing puja. By performing puja itself. Suppose there is a copper pot. Why are you taking copper pot, one may ask? There is Ayurveda. You just keep water preserved in a copper pot throughout the night and take it early morning. Okay. The three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Three are there in Ayurveda. Vata is gout. Pitta is bilious nature. Kapha is phlegm. All the three, equilibrium of all the three is called arogyam, health. That can be maintained through. So, copper pot is essential, not desirable. Now, when you go on just cleaning the copper pot, it shines. That means the original color or form, whatever it is, will appear. Similarly, if you go on performing these rites which are prescribed in Vedas, Dharma Shastras and all that, your mind will get, here you means X, not your like that. A person's who is in question, his mind gets cleansed. So, then he will get the jnana. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma. I am quoting this from Taittiriya Upanishad. Okay. So, jnanam itself is Brahman. Brahmavid brahmaiva bhavati Upanishad. The one who knows Brahma, he himself is Brahman. That means he got moksha. Okay. And then he asked how ladies can be into this thing. There are three kinds of karmas. One is nitya karma, performing sandhyavandanam and all that, and vedadhyayanam, reciting Veda as per the rules and regulations, etc. Nitya karma, that is regularly one has to do without asking questions. Then second one is naimittika karma. Nimitta means cause. Someone died, so you are performing the death ceremony and all that. You constructed a house, so you will go and they say, warming, something like that, whatever it is. Graha Pravesha, house warming ceremony. They give some English names. Okay, they are compelled, but we cannot explain all that. Graha Pravesha, entering the new house. Graha Pravesha is there even after marriage. So we are particular about this. After marriage, Graha Pravesha is Kamya Karma. We are going to discuss. Graha Pravesha after the new house is constructed is called Naimittika Karma. Since the house is there, you are performing that right. Third one is Kamya Karma. Kama means desire. A person gets married. Why? To get children. For that is his Kama, his desire. He wants to do a job to earn money. He wants to perform a yaga to go to heaven, Sarga. Okay, so any right performed with some desire is called Kamya Karma. Come back to Sannyasa. Kamyanam karmanam tyagam sannyasam kavayo viduhu. This I am quoting from Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 2nd verse. The one who wants to attain moksha should give up kamya karmas. Nitya naimittika karmas are compulsory, mandatory even for a sannyasi, but among the sannyasins there is one called Paramahamsa. He need not perform even nitya naimittika karmas. Am I clear? Tell. Kavayaha, the meaning of the verse I quoted, scholars said that sannyasa is nothing but giving up the kamya karmas. Okay? Suppose right from childhood I do not have much desire to perform karmas and all that. But once you got married, you have to take into consideration the opinion, the idea of wife also or husband also, either the case. Then what is said? You do perform kamya karmas along with your wife, Satyanarayana Vratam, any other. But at the end of the Vratam or karma, you say Parameshwararpanamastu. That means I am not doing this karma to attain or achieve something, but simply I am there with my spouse, so I have to perform, I perform. Otherwise, I do not want anything else. It may be health, it may be wealth, it may be children, it may be something else. See, all these things are there. Okay. So, if wife also, your question was, wife also, by performing this daily regular puja, nitya puja, etc., she may try to get chitta shuddhi, cleansing of mind. Yogas chitta vritti virodha. Okay? By 8 angas are there. You must be knowing, acarya might have been teaching you. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhayaha, ashtav angani. This is a sutram from Yoga Anshasa. That way also you can do. Here, so any more questions? Because before we are entering a big subject, any more questions or doubts?
Now you told that those who don't have adhikara for Vedas, they study itihasas and Puranas like Ramayana. So is itihasas and Puranas also considered apaurushaya? If so, how?
No, they are not apaurushaya. Veda only is apaurushaya. 18 Puranas are authored by Veda Vyasa. You know, Sikṣā, 37 Sikṣās are there. Vyākaraṇam, Panini Vyākaraṇam, author is there. Okay, Chandas, Niruktam, Yaska, jyotiṣam, like that, all the Shastra Vedangas have got authors. They are Paurushaya only. Darshanas also, if you take Pūrva-mīmāṁsā, Jaimini Sutras, later Bhāshyam by Shabaraswami, Vartikam by Kumarla Bhatta, etc. are there. Similarly, for Vedanta, sutras are authored by Badarayana. Then Bhashyas are authored by Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vallabhacharya, etc. And in Nyaya, Akshapata was the author of sutras. Bhashyam by another scholar, Vaishyamatsyayana Bhashyam. Vaisheshika sutras are by Kanada Maharshi. Sankhya, Kapila Sankhyam exactly is only partly available. Yoganushāsanam, Yoga Shasanam by Hiranyagarbha. Yoganushāsanam following that by Patanjali. These are Paurusheya, authored by human beings.
Then how is it being capable or authoritative for the... How is it being capable or authoritative for study to reveal the same things that Vedas are saying?
One has to learn Vyākaraṇam first, because Vyākaraṇam is the base. Vyākaraṇam Maulatvat Sarva Vidyanam. This is stated by Mamatacharya in Kavya Prakasha. Vyākaraṇam is the base. For that matter, for any language, grammar is the backbone. Without grammar, you cannot, isn't it? So one has to study. So learn Sanskritam. You may learn other languages, other things, etc. But if you want to know Vidya, we are entering Vedanta slowly. There are two things. One is Vidya, the other is Avidya. What is Vidya? Untranslatable. Vidya by which one will get moksha. Avidya is that which is useful simply to earn money and all that. What generally people do, I will get a good job, then I will earn money, then I will get married, I will purchase a house, car, and so on and so forth and enjoy. How longer are you going to enjoy these things? Tell me. Huh? What are you talking about? Sit down, have a free mind and think. What people did earlier, what I am going to do, is it Shashvata, permanent, of an eternal nature? Then what are you talking about? I am talking about moksha which is eternal. What you are talking is non-eternal. It will be there for some time. Again it will be there round. Again, next. Many questions. Acharya.
Acharya, about this Veda Aparushayatva. Veda being Aparushaya. So now modern scholars, they don't accept that. And they give some reasoning like their names, even like Gandhara is mentioned in the Upanishad, or kings Pratardana, Upkaushala and all that. So they say that how this can be Aparushaya. He's talking about some places here which have changed. Of course, they have different name. So, and then of course they give, you know the reasoning they give. So how can we think that this is Aparushaya?
The problem is that everybody thinks he knows everything. You ask them, did they study Brihadaranyaka Upanishad? Did they study Panini? Did they study Jaimini, Pūrva-mīmāṁsā? Don't they know about these things? Keep one thing in mind. There is one thing called Yogi Pratyaksham. Yoganushāsanam is not simply about twisting the hands, legs and all that only dhyan. No. How to count the stars in the sky. Ashtaishwaryas are there. How to become smallest of the small, largest of the largest things. Something like, there are so many. And among other things, this is also there. If one follows Satyavak, truth, it doesn't say either directly or indirectly or through implication or suggestion anything that is untruth. you may study with acarya and find out in Yoganushasana, such a person will be in a position to understand all the three: bhota, past; vartamana, present; and bhavishyat. This is called yogi pratyaksham. Yogi pratyaksham, let me slightly elaborate before going to direct question of names that are found in Kathakam, Kalapakam, Taitriyam. That is what Acharya is referring to. The other part is quoting. I will explain. Panini made a sutram Vartamane Lat. If it is Vartamana Kala, I shall explain what is Vartamana. Then you will get Lat, so Pachati, cooking, Hasati, laughing, Gachati, going, like that. Then Patanjali took up for discussion in Mahabhashyam. Who said there is Vartamana Kala? Who said there is present tense? Let us ask a crow. O crow, have you already flown? Okay, that is past tense. Not yet flown, that is future tense. Where is Vartamana? These are Shastras. They go deep. Let someone come and say, in the Siddhanta top level, there is no Kala. Dik, Desha, Kala, all the three are different forms of Maya Shakti. What is this Maya Shakti? Maya Shakti is a capacity of Brahman that is required to see that all beings would face their karma, good or bad, punyam papam. So, you are taking some sunrise, evening, moonrise, nakshatras and all that, and saying this is morning, that is evening, this is night, like that. Outside you can ask a person who wants to argue like that. When Kala started? Beginning of Kala. Oh, I don't know. Middle of Kala? No. End of Kala? Don't know. Ah, there you are. So, taking this nakshatra and graha, planets, stars and all that, their movement, you are counting. Actually, Kala is not there. But Kala is there. Yamloko nati vartate, says Bhartrahari in Vakyapati and Kala Samuddesha Padakanda. But you cannot ignore Kala. For all political purposes, for all financial matters, and especially for health, you require Kala. When to take which medicine, etc. Kala is required. So if you get Jnanam, then you will say, where is Kala? Where is Desha? Desha means you are simply taking up a map and just drawing some lines and saying, this is America, this is India, that is, where is India, where is America, where is China? Ajnana. That is in a science, no. You have created. You may create anything, even atom bombs. What is there? Isn't it? So, Kala is not there, Desha is not there, Dik. This is an important issue. Dik means direction, east. Come on, tell me which point to which point it is east. West. Like. So, these things are different capacities of Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti which doesn't allow people to get Jnanam and attain moksha. So, within Maya Shakti only people are running hither and thither. Kalah pachati bhavatani, kalah samharati prajaha. Mahabharata Madhiparva. The Kala time is cooking the people. Why are you taking up only cooking the activity? Why not running or reading or something? In cooking, according to Shankara Bhashyam, Sutra Bhashyam, kartum akartum anyathava kartum prabhavati. You can make a good dish. Kartum. Kartum means to do. Akartum. You don't want to make a good dish. Anyathava kartum. You just produce a different material, different dish. than what is expected. So in karma, you have Swecha, you have independence. Then, having discussed all that, even for a crow, if it has not already flown, it is bhotakala. Going to flow, and not already flown, bhotakala. Not flown yet, bhavishyat kala, future. So past and future. Whale is vartamana. Keep one thing in mind. There are 4 things. Jati, Vyakti, Guna, Kriya. Vyakti means that can be seen. Most of the cases, tangible. Jati, for example, take a cow. A cow has got cowness. Jati. Jati simply say DNA or something like that, nucleic acid. Because the phenomenon which is useful in separating one thing from rest of the things in the universe is called Jati. In Jati you employ only singular number. See, I am mixing Vyākaraṇam, Vedānta and all that. Try to understand. If you have any problem, okay. So, Jati. Can you see or show Jati? Gota Jati, cowness. Can you see or show? No. People of philosophy call it abstract. Let it be, whatever it is. Jati. Vyakti, cow, individual. When you go to cow individual, it is there with Gota Jati, cowness. If anybody wants to see cowness, you will take him to a cow individual. So Jati and Vyakti are Nantariyaka, are inseparable. Nitya Sambandha. Okay? So Jati, Vyakti. Now, Guna and Kriya. Guna is any property, whiteness, shortness. Okay, all these are called gunas, properties. Kriya. What is this Kriya? Patanjali gives a beautiful explanation. Kriyanameyam achyanta paridushta ashakya pindibhuya nidarshayitum yatha garbho nilluthitaha iti. He says, no, you see this activity, a thing which is there, an entity that is impossible to show in a concrete form. No. It is anumanagamya. It is to be inferred. Chaitra went from Hyderabad, what you call Vrindavanam to Mathura. Can you show the going of activity, okay, in a concrete form? No. One has to think about it. One has to guess. That is Anumana Pramana, inferential knowledge only. Okay. So this Kriya cannot be seen, but all the 3, Jati, Guna and Kriya, have got their resort. All are abstract things. All of them have got Vyakti as their resort. Rama is a Vyakti. There you will find Jati. There you will find Guna. There you will find different activities. Accepted? Any doubts? Because you are going deep and deep into philosophy of language. Okay. So Patanjali came back and said, but a great Mahayogi Panini said, Vartamane lat, that's all. No further discussion. Panini says, there is Vartamana Kala. I see that. So, to ordinary eyes, it is not visible. If you have yogi pratyaksham, like Panini, Patanjali and all that, yes, you can see. The activity started, but not yet ended. In between, whatever movements are there, kshanas are there, that is called by name Vartamana Kala. Usage is there. Chaitra pachati, Chaitra is cooking. Maitraha hasati, Maitra is laughing. Like that. So, you have to account for Vartamana Kala. How would you account? Ordinary people cannot. So, those with Yogi Pratyaksha only can explain such concepts. Any doubts? Because we are going to tackle the main question. Apaurushayatva. And one thing, these people say Mahabharata war happened 2000 years ago. Another person comes with a bottle of chemical and pours it on a stone and says became red 10,000 years. Another person brings another chemical and pours on another stone and says, cha, 20,000 years. Why? Because that is a thing to be decided only through yogi pratyaksha. So you can ask them whether they have yogi pratyaksha. If they claim yes, let them do a matching work without unnecessary discussion. Panini Sashtadhyayi for any language or Sushyuta Samhita. Here it deals with both medicine and surgery. Both. Okay. Or a thing like Yoganushasanam. Why can't you pen? Why can't you write a work that is equal to Yoganushasanam? You do, because you claim, no. Vedas are not written this thing, that, as if he studied everything. Find out whether he was sitting down with any guru. Gushabdas Tandhakarasyat Rishabdas Tannivarakaha. Who is guru? Gu means the obscurity of ajnana, not having jnanam. And Ru means the one who will get them rid of these things. Guru kolam in that. So that the guru would have things on the tip of the tongue. He goes on giving offering quotations on different shastras, Veda, Upanishads, what not. Now, Acharya said, people are quoting, there is a Kataka. I learned Kataka in Gurukula. I studied both in Oriental and Occidental methods. What is Kataka? The mantras propagated by Katha Maharshi. What is Taittiriya? Yajurveda. The mantras are the chapters, the part of that portion of Veda which was propagated by Titri Maharshi. Panin Sotram is there. Tittiri Varadandu Khandiko Khachan. Taittiriya it becomes. I am not going deep into the Vyākaraṇam. Paipalada, this is from Atharva Veda. Pipalada Maharshi was there, he propagated. Okay. But is there any evidence in the Veda itself, original, to say that Veda is a Paurusha? Yes, it is very much there. In Brihadaranyaka, it is clearly stated, Asya Mahato Bhotasya Nishvasitam Yad Rigvedaha, Yajurvedaha, Samavedaha, etc. This is a great being, Mahabhota, Mahaprani, called Brahman. From that Brahman only, these Vedas had emanated. Just like a inhalation, exhalation, Nishvasitam. Do you put in any effort to exhale? Automatically it happens. Automatically it happens. Similarly, those Vedas have emanated from Brahman. That is directly just one quotation from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Come back to Vyākaraṇam and Mīmāṁsā. In Vyākaraṇam, 4th Adhyaya, Panini says, Tena pravaktam tittirivartantu khandiko khachan, etc. He says, Tena pravaktam. What is this pravaktam? Pravaktam means which is specialized or propagated. In either meaning you can take it. Since Katha Maharshi propagated this mantra, let's discuss some more thing. One Panini Sotram says, Drashtam Sama. Samaveda is of 1000 branches. Total branches 1131. Among them hardly we have 12 or 13 branches of Veda available. Okay? There is one Sama. The Sama is seen by say Vasishtha, a Maharshi. What is this? Meaning is not very much appropriate. Sama is a form of Shabda. Shabda is heard, another thing is seen. Isn't it? But Panini says Drishtam Sama, how he can say? In Shvetashvatara Upanishad, it is clearly stated. All the Indriyas, sense organs, would perform all the duties. Generally, eyes to look, ears to hear, like that. But for yogins, all the Indriyas would do all the duties. What is Indriyam? Sense organ, roughly. Indriyam, Indralingam, Indrajushtam, Indradat. Panini gave in this sutra. Indra means the term is used in the sense of Atma in Veda. So you should have some sign or mark to know that Atma does exist. Okay? Which are the entity? What are the entities that are going to stand for this kind of existence of Atma? These are Indriyas. If Atma is there in the body, eyes can see, ears can listen, and so on and so forth. Once the Atma is gone, do they work? No. That is the meaning of Indriyam. In Shastras, if you go deeper and deeper, really it will be very, very interesting. Okay. Now what did you say? Panini made a sutram, Drishtam Sama. What is the example? Prachaya is and. Vasishtena Drishtam Sama, Vasishtham Sama. This Sama is called Vasishtham because Vasishtha Maharshi performed tapas and he held those mantras already there. When I am speaking, Shabda is Nitya. The Shabdas will be there. If you have anything to catch the Shabdas, you may get them, what you call, printed or recorded, isn't it? So, here what happens? These Maharshis performed tapas and held those mantras, whichever you said they are named, and they propagated in the world, in the universe. So, they are named after them because of this propagation, not authorship. Is it clear? So, from Veda, we have given this Upanishad, and from Vyākaraṇam we have given Tena Proktam by Panini. Let us offer one more pramanam from Mīmāṁsā, Pūrva-mīmāṁsā. Generally Mīmāṁsā, Pūrva-mīmāṁsā. What is that? Akhya pravachanat. This is Jaimini Sutram. You can quote this. Akhya, name, that means Kathakam, Kalapakam, Taitriyam, etc. names are seen in some Vedic portions. That is due to pravachanam. See, pravachanam, Prokta, Panini, pravachanam, Jaimini, both are the same. They specialized that, or they propagated those mantras in the world. Therefore, those mantras are named after those rishis. Do not misunderstand that they have authored these things. One more question you may ask them, just pose a question. Do they believe in the capacity of mantras or not? Which are pronounced with swara. You take up an horoscope. Okay. Someone is suffering some disease, or he lost his job, or he got divorced with his wife, etc. Then what will you do? You look into the horoscope, check the present dasha, that is whose period is going. There are dashas for Ravi, for example, sun 6 years. For Chandrama, that is moon 10 years, like that. Okay? So, whose planet's period is running now? Whether the planet's position is Shubha or Ashubha in the horoscope, good or bad, one thing note down. The horoscope is nothing but, okay, just a statement of the punya and papa you performed and started giving their result, prarabdha karma. Whatever whatever prarabdha karma, I told you, sanchita karma, accumulated karma is there. Some portion of that karma is both punyam and papam, would start giving its result in this birth. Okay? So the planetary lineup would give you an indication, would tell you as to whether this is a good period or bad period. Both will be there. Clear? Any doubts? So Pūrva-mīmāṁsā, Jaimini Maharshi, the author of Sutras, says, Akhya pravachanat. Akhya means the name in Vedas, like Taitriya, Kataka, Paipalada, etc., whatever Acharya was saying, are due to propagation of that particular portion of Veda in the Loka by that Maharshi. How that Maharshi got that mantra, why can't we, common people? No problem. You follow Yoga Shastra, try to get Yogi Pratyaksham. So whatever mantras are there, you can hear those things, and whichever you like, you can propagate. Then your name also will be added, if at all you want. Don't ask me whether it is possible or not. Any doubts? So, according to the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which clearly says Vedas had emanated from the Mahabhota called Brahman, it is a Purusha. Second thing is, Panini says, Tena Proktam. He means Vedas are not authored by any human beings. Next, third, Pūrva-mīmāṁsā, Jaimini says, Akhya pravachanat. Akhya, name, pravachanat. Answer, a question is answered. And to check whether they are, not to look down anybody or play down anybody's, if they are born in this culture and trained under Gurukula and understood the Vedas, Vedangas and Upanishads, do they have very good memory power, awful memory? They should not forget Vyākaraṇam by the time they complete jyotiṣam. If they forget Vedānta 4 adhyayas, after learning 12 adhyayas, 4 of Pūrva-mīmāṁsā, nothing will do. That will not do. No. They should quote extempore at a very high speed. When I was giving lecture, I told people, speak fast, think fast, okay, understand fast. 3. Do you have these things? Otherwise I cannot speak to you. I am a fast speaker. In America, people did not understand my English. In North India, Madhya Pradesh, people did not understand my Hindi. Telugu people have been facing this difficulty for the last 69 years. Give or take 2 years. There is Lagnam, ascendant in Jyotiṣam. Horoscope if you take. Second house from ascendant, Lagnam, talks about speech, family, money, left eye, etc. If you want to discuss these issues, you have to touch that house and think about the lord of that house, etc. Kuja, there is Mars. Kuja is a very fast planet. Kuja is aspecting that second house in my horoscope. So I cannot speak slowly. And I have inherited a thinner tongue from my mother. All of us speak like that only. So I tell people, whenever you have doubt about my speech, raise a finger. I will come down, I will regulate my speed. Again I may come back to square one. That I cannot help it. Because Grahasthiti, planetary lineup is like that in the horoscope. What can I do? By the way, morning you were discussing, question. No, first question. Anytime answer I give him.
So Tanmaji, he wanted to ask something?
Yes, can you hear me?
Ah.
I'm in the computer.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I have two questions. So the first one was on your lecture yesterday about the pronunciation of Jnanam, the Nya in Jnanam. So I am from Maharashtra. I have learned Nya. Some people say Gnya, others say Gnya, others say Jya. So which is the right one?
All this is due to ajnana, not having knowledge of Sikṣā Shastra. Jnā, how can you decide? You may ask me. See, we have an uninterrupted tradition of Guru Shishya. My grandfather was supervising a yajna, yaga. He taught his son, he taught his son, he taught his son. This is a Shruti, learned through listening, not writing and reading. So, Guru Shishya physical interaction is there, that is a must. Guru pronounces Jnanam. Shishya says Jnanam. You can see a video where 5 years my grandson was taught how to pronounce. You can see that on this thing, YouTube. Okay. So when you take an example, our, Panini Sutras, Maheshwara Sutras, I un relik. Let me give you. Yes, there a un relik, a ong, I ouch, hayavarat, lan, yamangananam, jabhai, ghatathas, jabagatadash, kapha chatata chatatau, kapai, shashasar, hal, iti Maheshwarani Sutrani. You say Brahma or Brahma? You have to say Brahma. People may say Brahma. Panini in his Sikṣā offered one verse for this. Hakaram Panchamair Yuktam. Panchama is fifth letter of the Vargas. Anyway, Nga and Ya won't come. Na, Ma. Antasthabhischa Sanjatam. Jaralava Antasthaha. Ha associated with Ya, Ra, La, Va. Urasyantam Vijaniyat. It is emanating from Uras chest, not simply mouth. Urasyantam Vijaniya. Kanthya Sanjatam. Only Ha, it is emanating from Kantha. Okay, so what happens? You have to say Brahma, Avhanam, Prahlada, Madhyanha, Aparanha, Jnanam. Okay, that means when you say Brahma, it is written actually Ha and Ma. But you are pronouncing as if it is written Ma and Ha. As if. Brahma. You say loudly. Say, give some gap in between Bra and Ma. Brahma. Correct. See, this is how to teach language. If you pronounce fast, there is every chance of committing a mistake. Did I answer your question anymore further?
Yes, I have one more. Actually, now you answered. I have one more about on that, and then the second one. So yesterday you were talking about samnya. Is that the right pronunciation?
No, I did not say samnya. So I said samnya. Samnya.
Is there a the sound there? No. Samnya
Ah.
or samnya?
First one is correct. Samnya. Samnya.
Thank you. So the second question, I want to change topics and ask about, you were mentioning about Maya, the world.
Vedānta.
So the famous example, we have learned this from Babaji. He's taught us Vedānta Paribhasha. Explained to us the worldview of Advaitins on this. And the classic example is given of the rope and the snake. So there is a rope, there's not in food.
Sarparajibhranti.
A rope there.
Sarparajibhranti. Okay, go ahead.
I have a question to you about that whole example. So there is a rope, and then it's in a dimly lit room. You don't have enough light.
Yes.
So you look at the rope, and there is a similarity between the rope and the snake.
Yes.
You recall the sanskara. There is a similarity, so you recall sanskara, and you think there is a snake. So it's superimposing the snake on the rope.
Yes.
And the explanation I understood, maybe I didn't understand it correctly, in the Vedānta Paribhasha is that there is an actual snake that is created in the Paribhashika Satta on that rope by avidya, by our avidya. So now the question I have is that in reality, where at least the way I understand it, reality, but I have disagreement with this creation of the Paribhashika snake there, because it is known that the light that hits the rope comes into the eyes. The light is real, and all we are doing is a perception, a recall, which is smarana, which is wrong. We are recalling a snake instead of a rope from our chitta. So it is not that there is actual snake created, which we are then seeing, but rather we are just making a mistake in our mind. So how does this creation by avidya, how does that work?
You are speaking in English, that is the problem.
Okay.
You are using the word creation. Let me tell you one thing. In Mīmāṁsā, Pūrva-mīmāṁsā, there are two great commentators, Kumarila Bhatta and Prabhakara. Prabhakara Guru he is called. For Prabhakara, it is not mithya. At the time you are looking at the rope and getting the jnanam that it is a rope, that is pramadika, that is authentic, authoritative. Because at that time, it looks like a rope, you took it as a rope, correct, it is jnanam. Later on, you realized, taking surrounding these things into consideration, you realized, no, this is not a serpent, but it is a rope. Sorry, earlier I think I missed it. Okay? Then that jnanam is also pramana. So he doesn't accept this kind of bhranti. Why should you say bhranti? When did you come to know that it was an illusion bhranti? After some time. But at the very moment when you are looking at that rope, okay, thought it is a serpent. At that moment, at least at that particular moment, that is jnana, correct, authoritative cognition. Understand? Whereas in Vedanta, what happens? Since earlier you had the knowledge of both a rope and a serpent, in dim light or while walking on the road, people say dim light room, etc. They don't take all these things into consideration. You are natural, you are walking on a road, there is a rope. Due to the wind, the rope was moving like this. And although it is illusory, although it is not exactly correctly, in reality it is not a serpent, this person got shivering, fear and all that, which are generated by looking at a real serpent. So, in the world, generally people think this is real, that is real, that is real. Whether any country you go, anywhere you go, you tell people one thing, only one thing. Everything has emerged from earth, the mitti, clay, either directly or indirectly. Take the glass, cell phone, computer, a shirt, anything. Where it has come from? It has come from soil only. And where is it going to merge into? Soil only. This is how I explain in the beginning, Vedānta. Do you accept or not? If you do not accept, then tell. In Niruktam, Yaska Niruktam, 6 stages of a thing are discussed. Jayate, asti, viparinamate, vardhate, apakshiyate, vinashyate. These are called bhava vikaraha. Bhava means a thing, vikara means change. Anything you take, it has to undergo 6 different stages. Jayate, actually it is born. There is no guna or kriya anything. Nayayikas say, kshanam agunam nishkriyancha tishtati. That is. Asti, existence. Existence will be there. Viparinamate, slowly it starts changing. Vardhate, improves, increases, develops. Then apakshiyate, slowly decay will start. Vinashyati, totally it will perish. This is Nirukta. I shall give you a beautiful example from Taittiriya Upanishad. The word annam we employ. What is annam? Generally, adabhakshana is the root, kta is the pratyaya. Panini Sutram radabhya nishthaton of purvasya cha daha. Both ta will become na. So, addata, addana, annana, annam. Taittiriya Upanishad says beautifully. What is the derivation of vyatpatti of annam? Adyate ticha bhutani tasmadannam taduchyata iti. Adyate, atti, therefore it is called who? Adyate, being consumed. By whom? Bhutani. All those beings. It is being consumed by all the beings. Oh, being consumed. Great. That's why it is called annam. Sure. Don't go to the conclusion. I have not yet completed. Atticha. Atti means eating away. Whom? The consumer. Being eaten by the consumer, it eats away the consumer. People are eating, for example, say rice, because we are in India. What is happening? You gave rice to a child. He grows. After 40 also I am giving him rice. So he should, according to you or according to your logic, should go on like that. Is it illogical? No. Because you answered, I am giving rice to the child so that the child will increase body. Of course, mind also, we are not discussing mind now. Beyond a certain age, 40 or so also, you are giving the same rice. Need not necessarily be rice. It may be roti. Or it may be something, they put something in between the roti and go on eating. In America, etc., the drivers go on eating that thing, a big roti, and in between they push. What is that they call something? They go on eating that. And then what is happening? He should increase his body. That was the logic you have resorted to. But now he is slowly going to die. Therefore, the rice that is being consumed is consuming the consumer. Come on. This is what is said in Upanishads. You said wife, how should she try to attain moksha? She has to learn all these things. Finally, anyway, one day he or she will get karma. Till today I was thinking that these things will follow me, these things will be there eternal, I am going to this thing, that thing. Your son or your own daughter may not come to your rescue when you are being burned. Māyāmeya jagambe nityamani sambhavinchi Maham munan nāyillalani nākumarudani pranam gundu nandākayante yalladina ee sharirami pudindun kattelan galucho nāyillalunu rādu nāputrudunu rovan rādu tappimpagan. See, a person who is getting burnt, the body. This person took up one just a stick from the fire and saying, Mayameya Jagam, this entire world can be measured only through Maya. Maya is the capacity which keeps the eyes of the people closed for everything. It doesn't allow anybody to realize the real thing. That's why it is going on, the universe. So, when I was alive, I was thinking my wife, my son, etc., 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 till I had life in my throat. But today, I am being burnt, my body is being burnt. Neither my wife nor my son come to just do the remove from the fire, rescue. No, neither comes. Leave it there, that is Vedanta. Anyway, we are discussing Vedanta only finally. Vedanta, when you say, just like Jimbuka Vipine Yatha, just like the foxes fighting among themselves in a forest. All the Shastras having fighting among themselves. Spata is not there. Hey, Spata is not there. Spata is real. Nonsense. Like that, go on fighting. Once the lion called Vedānta Kesari. Kesari means lion. Vedānta is a lion. Once the Vedānta lion entered the scene, everybody kept mum. Because at the end of all the Shastras, you will realize that it is Vedanta only. It is a mere waste. Running. I told you in Bharatam, Kalaha Pachati Bhutan. This cooking, the beings like anything. He will go, I will earn that thing. I will get that contract. I will get these people killed so that I can get the prime ministership or presidentship, whatever it is. Everything, what not. I must get this, not others. But at the end of the day, if you sit down with peace of mind, manas shanti, and discuss what is going to remain. So in one verse he says in Vedanta, you leave behind your money in the almara. That is whatever. Your wife may not cross the threshold. The relatives will be confined to the boundary wall. In Indian tradition, 4 people will carry you. 1 person with fire follows. Again in the fire, your body is also lost. Only the punyam and papam will follow you. What are you going to gain? There is one verse. Half of the life is gone with sleep. And the latter half is gone with childhood and old age. See, 100 years, 50 years for sleep, 50 years remaining. 50 years, say some years, 15 or so for childhood, doesn't know anything. And 15 years suffering from diseases and all that, at the end, 30 years. Now 20 years. During these 20 years, people have everything except peace of mind and health. So what is remaining? What are you going to gain? You just put these questions, very, very serious question, to anybody across the globe. No, you are not teaching or saying anything to any single person. You ask people, 2 lakh people to come, sit down, listen to me and answer my question. Why are you like that? Why are you so handsome or beautiful? Having only 30 years of age, not beyond that. You should not become old. Careful. No, we don't allow. You should not become old. Question of old age is not there in our dictionary. Okay? Then what about your health? Are you okay? Or you are spending lakhs of rupees for hospital for unnecessary tests? The doctor is maintaining a hospital. He prescribes some tests. which are actually not required. Everybody knows. Where will he get the tests done? Tests are conducted by his son-in-law. He has got one, this thing. What you got is it? Laboratory. You may change the results of laboratory. Moksha, you cannot change. Moksha is moksha. But laboratory, you can change the test results. Then, with results, you will go back to the doctor. Said, oh, yes, you have so many complaints. Then he prescribes a number of medicines. Who is selling the medicines? Just by this side. His son. His daughter-in-law is selling the medicines. So the money should not go anywhere, everything. How much can you eat? How much can you digest? So, adyate being consumed. Atti, consuming the consumer. Tasmat, asmat, annam, it is being said. Any doubts? No.
This morning you spoke of Hanuman, who is able to separate the four.
Three. Shabda, artha, jnana.
That's why he can speak different languages, animal and.
Now I shall explain. Finish your question.
Yeah. So how? My question would be, if in these four states, which one do I have to see to understand an animal? I mean, if I want to be speaking with different languages, there must be, I infer, there must be one of these four stages that could be perceived to understand. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
Acarya is referring to an aspect morning we discussed. Hanuman was able to speak with animals, human beings, etc. How is it possible? Which way we have to take up to understand and speak the languages? Let me first repeat. There are three items, three things: Shabda, Artha and Jnana. A Shabda will have some Artha, and you will claim, I achieved this cognition through that Shabda. In between, one more significant thing is there. Kumarila Bhatta says in Pratyaksha, this Paraman in Shloka Vartika, Atyanta Satyapi Jnanam Arthe Shabdah Karotihi. Take a couple of Shabdas generally. Gagana Kusumam, sky flower. Do you have the Shabda? Yes. Gagana Kusumam is Shabda. Artha, Gagana is there, sky. Flower is also there separately. But Gagana Kusumam, a flower will blossom in skies, we don't know. So Artha is not there. Jnanam. Some sort of Jnanam, his wishes are sky flowers. That means he would never realize his wishes. That kind of sense you can use that word. Other words are there. Vanjhaputraha, son of a barren woman. A hare's horn. Okay? And Vanjhaputra, Yashvanjhasuto yati Kapushpa Krata Shekara. Kapushpa Gagana Kusumam anyway is here. Okay? But some jnanam you will have, although the artha is not available. For Gagana Kusumam, sky flower, the flower which blossomed in skies is not available. Nevertheless, you do not fail in understanding the meaning. That is the jnanam you are getting. Clear? Keep it aside. Go. What is the Shabda? Go. What is the Artha you are getting from Go Shabda? Go only. What kind of jnanam the go shabda would render? Cognition? Go only. I am getting go jnana from go shabda. So Gauho is the Shabda, Gauho is the Artha, Gauho is the Jnana. All three are identical. Accepted? Can you separate? No. Because all are the same. Shabda eva Arthaha, Artha eva Jnanam, Jnanam eva Shabda. All the three are the same. So, unless and until you have, whether it is Sambandha relation or Virodha hostility, you require minimum two things. Two persons, like that. Isn't it? So when all the three, Shabda, Artha and Jnana are the same, Gauho only, what is there to separate? Isn't it? But in Loka, what you are saying, see, there is Tadatmi Sambandha. This is a Tadatmi Sambandha. The Shabda eva Artha like that. Tadatmi Sambandha is one. There is abheda, there is no bheda. But bheda you are creating. Take an example. In Upanishad, that is Mahanarayana Upanishad, there is one sentence. Those who perform Sandhyavandanam regularly, they pronounce this Om Ityekaksharam Brahma. What is Brahman? Om itself is Brahman. Now come back to Yoga Anushasana. Huh? Tasya vachakah pranavaha. See, pranava, that is Omkara, is the expressing agent, denoting agent of Brahman. Earlier you said Omkara is non-different from Brahman. Isn't it? Now you are saying Omkara denotes Brahman. That means separation. Earlier, both are the same. Now, they are separate. Actually, what happens in Loka also, you said he is Subrahmanyam. Is it correct? He is not Subrahmanyam. He is denoted by the word Shabda and Subrahmanyam. Otherwise, what does it mean? Subrahmanyam and this body, a person like this, both are the same. Both are not the same. That is a name, Nama. Isn't it? Like that. This is the situation. They are inseparable. And you are superimposing Artha on Shabda, Shabda on Jnana, Jnana on Shabda. Accepted? Shabda itself is Artha, Artha itself is Jnana, Jnana itself is Shabda. This is called an amalgam. Sankaryam it is called. Sankaryam, Sankara means difficult or impossible to separate. Rice and separate, sesame for example, you mixed it, paddy and sesame. With a dry cloth or so you can separate something. But milk and water, can you separate exactly? Isn't it? So like that this situation. Come back to Hanuman. Hanuman, both are. Panini says Dirgha is accepted. You can say Hanuman, okay? Hanuman also you can say. Now, Patanjali says, while the situation is like that, there are three last angas of Yoga Anushasana. You know, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. The last three, Trinity, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, are called by a single name, Samyama. Okay? So the one who practiced and fulfilled his task, that means who attained this kind of Sanyama, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, then he will get the capacity to speak and understand the languages of different beings. It may be birds, it may be animals, it may be human beings. Now you understand Yoga means outside people, they charge 3,000 rupees per month. They say, come on, sit down. You just twist like this and do this and hold your breath for some time, go home. Sir, what is the meaning of yoga term? Mixture. Yoga, mixture, sanyoga. Jivatma, Paramatma mixture is called. I have some other urgent work, you can go. Yuja samadho is the verb, not yuja yogi, yujir yogi. So, simply, people want to earn money by hook or crook. People are study the original Yoganushasana or the 4 adhyayas, then you would realize Sampragnata Yoga, Asampragnata Yoga, and all that, and finally this. So, I was teaching the students. Generally, such questions are not raked up. Why Sita was in Lanka? We will answer your question. Ravana came and he took her away. What can I do? in the country, there are so many things happening. Girls are being, even gents, even those healthy people, are just they are taken away. What can I do? Similarly, Ravana also took Sita away. Because they did not study Balakanda. Even the commentators, many commentators. This is not to simply play down anybody's scholarship or knowledge. But what is happening? That means you are supposed to look at a particular thing with the knowledge of all Vidyasthanams. 18 Vidyasthanams are there. 4 Vedas, 6 Vedangas, Sikṣā, Vyākaraṇam, etc. Then 4 Upavedas are there, and then Puranam is also there. Except Dhanurveda, I studied all the 18 Vidyasthanams. So whenever you ask a question, I will be looking at the question from different angles. What is said in Mīmāṁsā, what is said in Vyākaraṇam. Suppose Acarya Jiva is asking about Apaurushayatva. So you have to quote Veda, you have to quote Mīmāṁsā, you have to quote Vyākaraṇam. Then the other person will be spellbound.
From your reply about this Rajul Sarpa Bhranti, I didn't really understand yet what the conclusion is. So could you kindly speak again on this topic of similarity, no, that Tanmaji brought up? So we see a similarity between the rope and the snake, but what is the similarity between the world and Brahman?
What is the similarity between?
The world, Jagat, and Brahman? Correct pronunciation? Or?
No problem, go ahead. I will correct if needed. Go ahead, no problem.
Brahma, right? Okay.
You can say Brahma or Brahman.
Yes. So, could you maybe explain this question?
See, Vedānta acarya Jiva was referring, so kamayata bahusyam prajaye yeti sa aikshata. Such sentences are there in Upanishads. What they say? There is Brahman, only one, that itself, would appear in the form of so many things. Here one question. You have clay. You made a pot out of the clay. Do you find any clay left behind? Yeah. Yeah means yes. This much clay is there. You made a pot out of the clay. Any clay left behind?
So from the initial lump.
Lump of clay is there.
Okay, and everything you take, make a pot? No, then nothing remains.
Everything only, when did I say you have to take a piece, a small portion of this sling? I said lump of clay, made it a pot. Any thing left behind, any clay? No. Isn't it? But in the case of Brahman, it is there. Bruhi Vruddhau is the verbal root. I said morning, Panini's Dhatu-pāṭa, Bruhi Vruddhau. It goes on increasing. You cannot claim, you cannot declare since Brahman has emerged, I mean, just he has come out into 1 lakh, 10,000 or 1 million forms, no more Brahman is left. No, nothing doing. Still he is there. Understand? So Brahman is not limited. Bahu praja, syam prajayeya. Let me just make out in so many forms. So what is the original form of this wall, of this glass? What is the original form?
You said the clay, right?
Sikṣā, Brahman. It is nothing but different forms of Brahman only. But how are you looking? Nama Rupe Vyākaraṇam. I will give different names to different forms. You saw one thing. You said this is a cow. You saw something else. You said this is a tree. This is a computer. That is a cell phone, like that. You are given different names to different forms of, in bracket, Brahman only. Although anything, everything in the universe is not different from Brahman, Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma, Upanishad. Whatever you are looking at is Brahman only. But what people are doing, this is my car, that is my house, this is my cell phone. See, for Loka Vyavahara, to carry out day-to-day transaction, you should have something mine. Otherwise you cannot run the show, you cannot live. Everybody will take away everything. Not like that. But in the mind, heart of your hearts, in the mind of your minds, you should realize that all this, okay, whichever is seen, whichever is felt, all this is non-different from Brahman. Then why am I looking at that as a wall, as a car, as a cell phone? Because at times due to ajnanam, due to bhranti, you look at a rope and you think, oh, this is a serpent, my God, I will run away. So, actually its form, if at all you think, if at all you experience, anubhavadayascha pramanam, Shankara Bhashyam. Not only looking, etc., but even the experience, etc., are also means of knowledge, praman, in deciding something.
You spoke a lot about Panini, and there are many languages in this world. Therefore, I wanted to know what is the peculiarity of Sanskritam, which makes it different from any other language. And if you could please respond to this question from the point of view of Mahabhashya. So what is the philosophy of Sanskritam?
I worked on machine translation during 95-96. But I told them, for money I am working. Let me tell you the fact. It is not going to work out. Since the Department of Electronics has sanctioned some 95 lakhs of rupees, I want to eat some money from that because I want money at that time. But that is not going to happen. First of all, let me give you one example. Even when you take up Patanjali's Mahabhashya, the word cow, let us take from English. How many meanings? This is our karma. This is our, because people have been teaching like that for hundreds of years. Take it. Do not kill a cow. A cow means any cow, all. You are taking jati. So jati is one meaning. Same word. Fetch a cow. A cow means a single cow, individual, vyakti. So jati and vyakti. Two meanings. Cow means which? Gender? Strilinga. In Sanskritam, gauhu means Pumlinga and Strilinga. Both same. Let us take it Strilinga. So jati, vyakti, linga. Cow means singular or plural? Cow means singular or plural? Singular. That means vachanam. Number is also there. So jati, vyakti, linga, sankhya. Sankhya vachanam both are there. Karakam. The cow is coming. I gave grass to the cow. We milk from the cow. Okay. There is white color in the cow, etc. This is called karakam. Karakam means nothing but, in English you have preposition. In, on, okay, to, etc. are prepositions. If you take in London, in Japanese it will be London ni. Okay, like that. So they are prepositions. These so-called prepositions are put before the noun. In Sanskritam and other Indian languages, they are post-position. Ramaha, Ramau, Ramena, Ramaya, Ramat, etc. These are post-position. That is called karakam. Karakam means capacity. What happens is, 6 kinds of capacities are there in a thing. Okay? Chaitra is cutting a tree with an axe. There are 3 entities. Chaitra, a man. Tree. Third one is axe. Who is cutting the tree? Axe, huh? You said Chaitra or axe? Because you are eating away the words. Speak like me, loudly. Chaitra.
Karta is cutting
He is involved in the activity of cutting. That is what you mean. So Chaitra is standing there. Can the tree be cut? What about axe?
It's a tool.
Tool. What do you mean by tool? Karna. Karna karakam.
Yes.
Instrumental. What do you mean by tool? Okay, tool accepted. Karna karakam. Because it is directly involved. Sadhakadamam karna. Anand Sotra. The tool. So I put an axe on the tree like that. Can it cut? Why?
There is no force involved.
Huh?
There is no force involved, no power involved.
Actually, what is cutting? The Shakti capacity that is there in the axe is cutting the tree. The Shakti capacity that is there in the axe is cutting the tree, not cutting it, not the axe itself. Otherwise, if Chaitra is there, okay, he is posing. Axe is there, looking like tree is also there. What are you going to do? Sorry. Can the activity of cutting, chopping take place? No. Therefore, the capacity that is there in a person or thing, here it is axe. Chaitraha pakam pachati. Chaitra, a person has been cooking for, as far as I know, for the last 10,000 years. As far as I know. Because in Mahabharatam also, Nala and Bhima, only 2 gents are good cooks, not ladies. But here in India, people go on discussing, only ladies have to cook. Why not gents? They are made some cats of kitchen or something like that. They go on like that. Actually, the thing is, in families such as ours, Orthodox families, ladies may take 4 days leave per month and we have to cook, gents have to cook. And whenever wife is away on some work, gents have to cook. We know cooking. I am a good cook. So, like that, Chaitra is cooking. Here, what is Chaitra? Karta. Who is Karta? Swatantra Karta. When all the other karakas, rice is there, water is there, vessel is there, fire is also there, all the other karakas are available. Chaitra is also there. He wants to eat, taste his dish, or he doesn't know cooking. For Chaitra, Maitra is cooking. So, all these things are there. But one has to get up, initiate and see through the action, activity of cooking. Accepted? Who will do? Chaitra. This is what is meant by the term karta by Panini. So kartru shakti is there, the capacity to, okay, karma. You are giving something, okay, to. So who is at the receiving end? A kriya of activity, of movement of one thing to the other. Karma shakti it is called. Sita gave a book to Rama. Rama is at the receiving end, something like that. Chaitraha parashana chanatti. Chaitra is cooking with the axe. Here axe has got the capacity to chop. So axe became karanam, karanakarakam. Tritiya vibhakti will come, if you are familiar with Sanskrit. Okay? Chaitraha maitraya pachati. In Sanskrit, pachati means cooking for others. Pachate atmane padam means for himself. So for Maitra, Chaitra is cooking. So Maitra is ready to eat. He is called Sampradana Karakam. Isn't it? So Kartrakarakam, Karmakarakam, Karnakarakam, Sampradana Karakam. Apadana Karakam, Chaitra is getting the rice out of the vessel. From that. From is the preposition. Panchami Vibhakti is in Sanskrit. Shashti does not fall under Karaka, so I will explain immediately. Tatra, what is Sthalyam Pachati. Chaitra, where is he cooking? In a sthali, in a vessel. Vessel is the locus of this rice water itself. So that is Adhikarana Karakam. Adhikarana means Adhara, locus. Isn't it? So, any word which generates a verb, kriya janakatvam, karakatvam. Karaka means Chaitraha. Chaitraha kinkaroti, what Chaitra is doing? Question. Pachati, cooking. That means this noun Chaitra is generating a verb, pachati. So on and so forth. Shashti, vibhakti. Shashti does not fall within the ambit of Karakas because Shashti denotes Sambandha, relation. Sambandha is a phenomenon that requires minimum two things and different from both the things. So, Chaitrasya Bharya, wife of Chaitra. In Chaitra, between Chaitra and his wife, there is one relation called Dampatya, conjugal relation. The conjugal relation keeps both of them together. So, since it deals with the relation between two persons, does not generate any kriya, activity, it is not considered as a karaka. So, now answer to your question is, the word cow has got 5 meanings. English grammar, or for that matter grammar of any language across the globe, has to be rewritten. No? You are using this shabda. People are using the word to denote 5 meanings. Forget not. I am not here dictating anybody to use it in 5 senses, 3 senses. I am nothing doing. So, Panchakam Pratipadikathaha. Patanjali says, a Pratipadika, root the word has got 5 meanings. Questions? Proceed.
There is a question from this Zoom. I have a question from Zoom. I am in the Zoom meeting. Can you hear me, please?
I can hear.
So basically, you told in the morning while telling about Ramayana, an interesting thing that Shri Ram had cut Madhana. So that is why there was a Viyog.
Rama? Correct.
Yeah. So actually, I was also studying astrology. So basically, any Garuda Madhana Jataka will have, you said one of the 3 things, Viyog, or death, or chronic disease. So if somebody with a Kark Lagan her spouse has died and she remarries. So the other person will also go this thing because I saw one of the ladies, she remarried and the second time also she was widowed.
You check the horoscope. What is the problem with this astrology, especially reading an horoscope, is what is the strength of the papagraha who is causing death? Okay, will he keep mum after killing one guy? Some people undergo third marriage, even people with fourth marriage. I told them I am not going to attend. From fourth marriage, I shall not attend. You have offered your akshatas, dirghayishyamustu, etc. Shubhamaya, but this person died. Am I going to just donate some of my punya to that fellow or what? That is non-transferable punyam. Ma, everybody can do like that. So, answer to your question is, sometimes it happens, you are right, because the papagraha who is causing the death of the spouse is too strong. Directly it means the person in question committed too much of sin, so that the result of that sin cannot be finished by single death. More deaths are in waiting. Something like that.
So otherwise, once the graha has given its effect, then second time it's not possible.
No, that's what I am saying. If you can measure the bad effect of maybe the papam, okay, how much bad effect he can just give, can you measure? You should have yogi should have yogi pratyaksham for that. Our ordinary eyes cannot measure, because suppose there is kuja graha in seventh place, that is there is kuja dosha, called generally mangalik. Mars is there in seventh place generally. If you want elaborated, dhane vyaye cha patale chamitre cha ashtame kujaha srinam bhartru vinashaya pumsam bharya vinashakam. If Mars is placed from Lagna in the second or seventh or eighth or 12th places, okay, dhane vyaye jamitre ashtama, okay, in 4 places it is called kujadosha. So it may cause death of the spouse, one thing. If the kujadosha is there in the horoscopes of both bride and bridegroom, it gets cancelled. Even then, when there is kujadosha and one wife is killed or one husband is killed, still the planet sometimes may be stronger. So that there is a graha japas. In Veda we have mantras to reduce the strength of the papagraha. Okay? I am not detailing all that, it takes a long time. So by that also it is a shanti, not a nivarana. Avashyam anubhaktavyam kritam karma shubha shubha. Whether good karma or bad karma, you have to face. No, impossible. If somebody does not believe in karma siddhanta, let him explain, let me account for as to why such and such a situation is prevailing. Why all the people are not healthy, all the people are not having jnanam, this and that. So naturally you have to resort to karma siddhanta. Am I clear?
Yes, but for third lagan, if kuja is in 7th, it will be uch.
That for that kuja dosha, I did not give. Svocha mitra bhajatanam pedako na bhavet kujaha. Kuja dosha will not be there if the person is born in Swakshetra. Kuja has got 2 houses, Mesha and Vrishchika. Okay? Uchakshetra. Makaram is Uchakshetra for Kuja. Then also Kuja would not hurt. Okay? Mitra Kshetra. Ravi, sun, is a Mitra of Kuja. So if one is born in Simharashi, for which the Lord is sun, he will not be affected by Kujadosha. Then another Mitram is there for Kuja, that is Guru. Guru is the lord of Dhanus and Mena. So if one is born either Dhanus or Mena, Rashi, Lagnan, then he will not be affected by Kuja. So Mesha, Simha, Vrishchika, Dhanus and Mena. If one is born in any one of these 5 Rashis, he will not have the effect of Kuja. That is the meaning. Anything else?
Okay, thank you very much.
Shubham Bhuyat. Acha, meanwhile he entered.
I had a question. You say that there are 6 karakas and the 6th vibhakti does not fall into the karakas. So why, is there a reason that the 6th vibhakti is like before the 7th vibhakti? Why they did not group like the 6 karakas in one row and then the 6th vibhakti on the 7th position?
See, Panini, his work is Ashtadhyayi. He has got liberty in that. Some words from a sutram has to go to other sutras. Sometimes, for example, how he started with Panchami Vibhakti. He started with Pancha, Apadana Karakam. Then Patanjali explains, Apadanam Uttarani Karakani Badhante. See, other Karakas would affect, that means prevail upon Apadana Karakam. Because Apadanam means separation. What is the example you give for Apadanam? Vrikshat Pannam Patati. There is separation or not? In Sampradana Karakam, what are you saying? Chaitraha Maitraya Gam Dadati. Separation is there. Cow is leaving Chaitra, of course, arriving Maitra, that's a different. Okay. Take Karma Karakam. Chaitraha Gramam Gacchati. Okay. Chaitra got dissociated with Grama, separation, and associated with Chaitra got dissociated with the place where he is and got associated with Grama. Separation is there. Okay. You are milking the cow. That means there is separation of cow and milk. Like that. In all the Karakas. See how deep they go. Huh? It is not a joke. Mahati Sukshmekshika Acharyasya. Patanjali says, Patanjali got astonished. Oh my God, such a keen observation. Huh? And Shankaracharya under Shastra Unitvat says, Paninyadhinameva. See, Panini etc. Suppose you ask someone to give a lecture. What people say? The person who is giving a lecture knows more than what he revealed. Accepted? Similarly, Panini said one sutram Subodhatu Pratipadikayoho in 2nd Adhyaya. Then 6th Adhyaya he said Alaguttara Pade. In 2nd Adhyaya I said there will be lopa, disappearance of, but it will not happen in certain cases. This he says in 6th Adhyaya. See, yesterday, suppose I told you some incident. Today I will ask you, what did I tell you yesterday? Oh my God, I cannot give the exact account of what you said yesterday. So easily people forget, isn't it? But it doesn't forget. No, out of question. So when you ask the question, Shashti Shesha, Shesha means remaining. What is remaining? Karta is said, Karma, Karanam, Sampradanam, Apadanam, Adhikaranam are said. What is remaining? That all are related to Kriya Padam, generating a Kriya. But here it is, the relation between two things is not said. Go for Shashti in that case, says Pani. So Shasha means Sambandha. Got it? So once everything is said, then you will go about the remaining people. First you said, on the flight, 10 to 21, come on. Like that, so and so numbers of passengers you give and everybody. Many more remaining? Yes, 2 are remaining. Now you go. Same is the case with Panini Ashtadhyayi also. And when he puts a sutra in a particular place, Okay? There is a specific purpose. For that you have to study the commentaries. I have studied 10 commentaries on each darshanam. Vyākaraṇam, Nyaya-Vaisheshika, Vedānta, Pūrva-mīmāṁsā. 10 commentaries you have to study. And wherever there are any special, specific, these things that you have to keep in mind. Because someone was asking, Sarparajya Bhranti. In Vedānta it is a Bhranti. In Pūrva-mīmāṁsā it is right cognition, not Bhranti at all. That is brought from Pūrva-mīmāṁsā. The questioner did not ask me, what is the position of Prabhakara, Guru in Pūrva-mīmāṁsā? But I said, in some cases, some people think at the time of the incident, when you look at a rope in the dark, then he will have some jnana, oh, it is a serpent. But later on he may realize, don't talk about later what is happening, whether Srushti will be there, whether everything will go perish. Hey, don't say all that. Now you looked at the rope, you got some jnana and got affected, shivering, fear, etc. Okay, you got it or not? That is the very result of this cognition or not? So the cognition is good cognition. Later you did. Later so many people may do so many things. During the old age, everybody is a Vedanti. There is one sutra, ahimsa paramo dharmaha, from Bharatam people quote. What is ahimsa? Non-violence. Everybody says, see, old people, most of the ladies, children suffering from disease, these people cannot involve in himsa, violence. So do you mean to say that all these people are following ahimsa? Then what is ahimsa? Yoga-anushasanam. Tatsannidhau ahimsa pratisthayam tatsannidhau vairatyagaha. In your presence, there is some birds, animals, etc., who have got natural hostility, cat and rat. If a cat and rat, just example, more, do not fight in your presence, give up their mutual hostility and stay with peace of mind in your presence, then you can claim you are following ahimsa. Ahimsa pratisthayam, tat sannidhau, in the vicinity of the person who is in question, vairatyagaha, giving up the hostility. Is it clear? That is ahimsa. I went to a hotel, 100 rupees, some plate meals. I have eaten. But more I want to eat. That is chaurya, theft, stealing. That is asatyam, untruth. Sometimes a person may eat this much, another person may eat this, another person more. But once you paid some amount for that meal, you take that much which is sufficient for you. If you take more, karma is waiting for you. You have to suffer. So in jyotiṣam we say, Pūrva-janma krutam papam vyādhi-rūpena bādhate tacchāntirauṣadhair dānaihi japa-homa-surārchanaihi. Why people are getting diseases? Because they committed so many sins in Pūrva-janma. So the result is coming today in the form of diseases. Okay, then what is the shanti? Shanti means just reducing the intensity, capacity of that, not nivarana. No question of wiping out or escaping from the karma. So if you do some japa, some tapa, some puja, etc., you have 104 degrees centigrade, but you are moving. Fever is there, don't forget. You did not perform any japa, tapa, puja, etc. You are confined to your cot. 104 fever. Be there. Now you understand what is the karma, phala? Any doubts? Because there is no end. I go on talking till morning or won't end. Ah. Yeah, Ayushman. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to Babaji and all of you. Ayushman.
So we thank you so much for coming and giving us this opportunity to hear from you, and please come again
I shall try.
and spend more time. This time you came for a very short visit.
Ah, that's it.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.